video you are about to watch is one of a 12-part series. Its information can profoundly affect your personal and professional ambitions during your military career and long after your release from service. This 12-part series has been created to enrich your understanding of the Canadian Forces Personal Enhancement Program. Activating Education Reimbursement Primary Reserve Force. Overview. Education Reimbursement Primary Reserve Force. Financial support for primary reservists undertaking a first degree.
Hello, my name is Peter French and I work in the Directorate of Training and Education Policy, known as DTEP. I am one of the coordinators of the Personal Enhancement Program, commonly referred to as PEP. I would like a moment of your time to tell you about an education reimbursement program designed for part-time primary reservists. In one of the Personal Enhancement Program videos, the PEP team has provided information on education reimbursement programs which are available to regular force members. Education reimbursement described in Defense Administrative Order Directive 5031-3 is also available to reservists who are serving full-time and have completed the full-time employment specified in the directive. For primary reservists who are serving on a part-time basis or who may be on full-time service but not yet eligible for full-time benefits under PEP, there is a trial program to encourage members to pursue selected post-secondary courses. This program was developed in response to quality of life recommendations and provides reimbursement of 50% of tuition and mandatory course costs limited to $2,000 each year to a maximum of $8,000. Full details may be found in an administrative instruction number 04/01 issued by the Assistant Deputy Minister, Human Resources Military. It is important to note that courses eligible for the Education Reimbursement for Primary Reserves trial are restricted to the member's first undergraduate degree. For officers and non-commissioned members, any undergraduate course offered by a Canadian degree-granting institution is eligible for reimbursement. Please note that some officer occupations require specific degree programs specified by the branch, so members are well advised to consult their unit or base personnel selection officer for guidance as to preferred programs if you are planning a career as an officer. In addition, college or other post-secondary courses which are approved by the managing authority as a full or partial equivalency for the member's military occupation also qualify for reimbursement. For example, a primary reservist training to become a medical aide who is attending courses to become an emergency medical technician may be eligible. In order to get the particular post-secondary institution and specific course recognized for education reimbursement purposes, the reserve unit needs to send the course curriculum to the managing authority for the primary reserve occupation. The Canadian Forces School, responsible for designing the primary reserve courses for the occupation, will evaluate the course submitted. If the managing authority grants the equivalency, the member may register using the Education Reimbursement for Primary Reserves instruction. The process requires several steps to qualify for reimbursement. These are outlined in Annex A to the instruction. Here are the steps. 1. To verify that a member's course of study is eligible for reimbursement, complete Annex B, Registration. The member signs that it is understood that to be reimbursed, the member must successfully complete the basic training course specified by the primary reserve element, maintain continuous service, and successfully complete their post-secondary course of study. The primary reserve unit sends the completed Annex B to the Base Personnel Selection Office for entry into the Personal Enhancement Program database. Annex B is then returned to the member and a copy is placed on the member's personnel file. Step 2. Each September, the member completes Annex C, Application for Reimbursement for all courses completed in the past academic year. The member provides proof of successful completion, tuition receipts, and signs the general allowance claim. The unit certifies that the member has completed the basic training course and has maintained continuous service. Canada Customs and Revenue Agency rules are used by the member's supervisor to indicate whether the reimbursement is taxable or non-taxable based on whether the course of study relates to the member's current or future employment with the CF, and the member's stated intention to remain employed by the CF for at least a year after the completion of the course. The unit sends the completed Annex C to the Personnel Selection Officer at the base or wing for entry into the database and payment. Primary Reserve units may wish to use the Education Reimbursement for Primary Reserve program as a recruiting incentive. We anticipate that this program will encourage university students or those students taking other post-secondary courses which relate to the military occupation to consider serving in the Primary Reserve. To attract these recruits, the Education Reimbursement for Primary Reserves instruction permits the member to register and subsequently claim the tuition and eligible costs for the full academic term during which the recruit enrolls in the CF. Thank you for your time. To learn more about our programs, please visit our website at www.dnd.ca and search for the Personal Enhancement Program page.